and thanks to Hungary, Sweden joins NATO. Sweden brings many things to NATO. Famous internet personalities. Meatballs. Limpa bread. A potato beverage. The Carl Gustaf 84mm recoilless rifle. The Saab Gripen E fighter. The Bofors 57mm stealth mount. The RBS-70 NG Bill. Hey there, Bourbon Street Joe here. We interrupt your regularly scheduled programming to bring you this ration, which I believe is relevant. So let's interrupt the stream of consciousness I had with all the stuff I was planning and do this instead. So as you can tell by the intro, we have a 24-hour Swedish ration. Welcome to NATO, guys. Good luck with that. Anyway, we have a 24-hour meals combat edition. Menu number 6. 3,700 calories with your 3 meals. So for breakfast, we have a rice pudding with strawberries. For lunch, we have pasta with cheese and broccoli. And for dinner, a rice with asparagus and chicken. Here is everything that's inside in Swedish. Here is everything that's inside, oddly enough, in English, which is kind of weird to me, but I guess that's your accessories in Swedish, your accessories in English. So we have all your nutritional details right there. Obviously, your allergens. So this was prepared on the fourth day of the the fourth day of the 18th month, 18th day of the fourth month, 2017, and expired 11th day, third month, 2019. So we're quite out of date. Whatever. That's the back. Integrated garbage compartment, as you can tell, you can carry. It does have a seal there, zip seal. There is your tear notch. It is not a gusseted bag, but I mean it's a garbage bag anyway, right? Let's tear into it and see what we have, and then yeah. So let's see how this rips. Not well. Still not well. We shall persevere. Garbage out of the way. So, let's try to get the mains out initially. So this is Blåband, which is obviously the brand that the company that makes this. So Blåband, this is your rice with asparagus and chicken, outdoor meal, Nordic favorite food. Hopefully we look something like that when we're done with it. And we have all our instructions in different languages. Fill lines for deciliters of water, so 400 mils. Got to sit for 10 minutes. There's a grammage. There is your expiration date. Your nutritional information. Your ingredients are up there. So we have, and I like how they have the percentages. So it's 51% rice, 8.9% chicken, 6.1% asparagus. Apparently there's apple in here. Interesting. These are gusseted, but that's our rice with chicken, asparagus and chicken. Here is our pasta with cheese and broccoli. Again, all that there. You can pause that if you wish. Still gusseted. And we have our very pink looking rice pudding with strawberries for brekkie, 300 mils. Boiling water, so definitely needs to be hot. I'll put those to the side. Now you'll notice, you'll notice that these are all dehydrated rations. I'll get to that in a minute. So we have some biltong, which is obviously a taste of South Africa, or South Africa. And I won't do any quotes from Blood Diamond, but you know the quote I mean. So we have air-dried and sliced, marinated, prime, lean beef. It's a chili beef. Liking that. We have a Orifo, or Refo, cocoa-flavored beverage powder. Information there. We have an Refo isotonic drink powder, orange flavor. Quite a bit in here. A disinfection swab. 70% ethanol, 1% glycerol. Warning. Obviously, it catches fire. We have a 24-hour meals. These guys. Energy bar blueberry. That's a little different. We have an Orifo cereal bar caramel. I like those better than the cookies and cream one. We have some biscuits. Whole grain. 47 grams. There's 3 in there. Seem a little beaten up, but is what it is. We have a Pure Energy Sport Drink Black Currant. And that seems pretty dang hard. 1 portion, half a liter it makes, 60 grams. There are. They have a little graph explaining how crappy you do without it. Yada yada. 2 Polder Mill Colombian coffee. I like Polder Mill. It's good coffee, in my opinion. We have an orange flavored cake. Pretty sure this is, it's a Refo as well. We have some Nut Walker barbecue peanuts. Clunk. And that's everything that's in there. We have a hard candy, 2 pieces. So that would be our hard candy 2 pieces. One's white, one's not. Considering how Europe loves their licorice, that's probably what that is. Orifo chocolate. Not sure if. Yep, 43% cacao. Another coffee. So we have 3. 2 more disinfection wipes. We have some V6 gum, 3 different colors. We have a peppermint, a sweet menthol, and spearmint. Well, at least I know what I'm going to use the menthol to get rid of the taste of. And we have some nut cream. Insert joke somewhere. Yeah, 18 grams of that. So that's going to be like a hazelnut chocolate spread. In other words, a rip-off Nutella. But the reason I mentioned that these are freeze-dried or dried, dehydrated, I've also got some that I managed to get out of Varstaleka in Finland. Before the Canadian government shut down on the importation of food from Finland. Because, anyway, so this is a wilderness stew I've checked the ingredients. It's mostly beef, but there's some reindeer in here as well. But that's another dehydrated one. As is this beef with potatoes and béarnaise. For those of you who don't know, béarnaise is a variant of the mother sauce hollandaise, which of course is what everybody has on their eggs benny in the morning. Béarnaise is the addition of tarragon to that, which has a licorice flavor similar to anise, caraway, fennel, that kind of thing. This is an apple cinnamon porridge, which is obviously like your standard. Oh, that calls for boiling water too. Anyway, but Blah Band also has wet meals. And because of the age of this meal, it doesn't specify which it is. However, I have checked eBay for more recent sales of Swedish rations, and the newer ones specify a wet or a dry. These are dry. This is the wet kind. So this one is a Thai chicken with coconut taste. And this one is Swedish meatballs with creamy potatoes. Again, a wet meal. These are quite girthy. They're 430 grams a piece. But even the dry stuff, again, you're adding, this one's 3 deciliters. This one's 4. That one's 3.5. So you're taking your combined weight of 131 grams, and you're adding 300 mils or 300 grams of water to it. So again, you're getting about a 430-ish, 430-ish gram package, right? 144. You add 350 to that. That's almost 400. This is 155. You're adding 400 to that, so that makes it 555. So you're getting about literally a pound of food, or 16 ounces of food. Of course, we're not going to bore you with the other meals. We're going to bore you with this meal. Comment down below. I'm sure there's tons of you that'll love to do that, because let's boost that self-confidence. Anyway, I've got to make some semblance out of this. I will try not to break it up into meals, because that just goes on forever. And hey, we're trying to get Sweden into NATO as fast as we can, which has already happened. Good on you, Hungary. Yeah, so let's see what we can do here. I may or may not taste everything, but and I'll just probably have a massive bunch of stuff here, but be right back. Okay, so while that's doing its thing, thanks to my ever-flowing canteen +1, thermos canteen +1, yeah, I had to refill some hot water because I didn't anticipate how much I was going to need. Let's go on with the rest of it. So we need 500 mils for our pure energy sports drink, which expired about just about 4 years ago. Just about, actually, yeah. Anyway. Oh. Just opened a very tiny corner, but yeah, she's super cakey in there. And has kind of a weird color at the top. Smells like blackcurrant though. So whether that got caught in the closure of the package, I'm not sure. Oh man, there's a bit in the corners. I think some moisture has gotten in here over the years. Yeah, it's almost like a Norwegian reel where you have to actually do everything in the pouch because it usually sticks so bad. As I spill water all over the backdrop or base or whatever you want to call it. And there's half a liter or 2 cups in there. We're going to do our it's a chunk, random piece of shrapnel, I guess. Couple more. We'll give that a stir in a bit. We will do one of our Polder Mill Colombian. I like this one, actually. I'm pretty sure this is in Norwegian rations as well. It's a large freeze dry, not a spray dry. And that will just eyeball. I think I usually put about 4 ounces in there. This comes with no sugars. So you're kind of on your own as far as coffee, right? Like you're not doing sugar and creamer and that kind of thing. Yes, I actually went cold first this time. Big surprise there. And I'm still making a heck of a wet mess here. It's a decent coffee. A lot of natural sugar in there. Probably have to time lapse that just to not irritate everybody. What is... you know what? Let's try breakfast first. I'm sure it's probably sat long enough. Hopefully gotten all the corners, and yeah, as you'll notice, that's kind of delaminating. Again, about stodgy. Holy stodgy. I think I got all the corners. Ooh, it looks like it's rehydrated. Rice pudding with strawberries. Let's see how that goes. So I did not swallow any of that because it is quite sour. There is salt, but it's also vaguely salty. There is sugar in it, but it's not very sweet. I don't know. I know it's kind of weird. I'm going in for a second bite, even though I kind of spit everything else out. Okay, it's a cautious bite, but it almost leans towards savory, not sweet. It's kind of weird, but oh my, that's a little goopier than I thought it would be. Apparently, I did not stir that one very well at all. Oh my. Yeah, it's all come together pretty good. Let's try the pasta with cheese and broccoli. Let's see if that went any better on the hydration. That's actually pretty good. It's cheesy. The pasta has rehydrated nicely. It's got a bit of that broccoli stinky funk to it. That's actually very nice. I like that. Lunch tomorrow, I guess. That's going to give it more time just because I need to leave that sit. Our bisca. Whole grain biscuits. Or grovkeks. which sounds like keks from the Czech rations. So I bet they're this. Nope, these are more like a Ryvita or what's the other one? Can't remember. Not going into that. Those are rancid. Those were best before 21st day of the 11th month of 2019. So those are almost 4 years out of date. Yeah, those are just straight up rancid. So I'm not going to try that. Let us try our South African meaty goodness. Via Sweden. Nope, made in the UK. I think this shows up in Dutch rations too. Oh no, that's got a good smell to it. I can smell a bit of chili in there. That is super dry. Best before 2018, 29th of December. Does have an oxygen absorber in there, but and I have made my own biltong and I prefer it on the wetter side. There's videos on YouTube if you want to look that up. Not thoroughly dry, but pretty tasty. Nut Walker from Thailand. And that thing. I'm sure it caught it. Even I vaguely heard it. Smells like peanuts. Super barbecue. They are, of course, expired like everything else is, but they're still quite good. I like Nut Walker. Still a fair bit of sugar in there, but beggars can't be choosers, so cheers. Even with what hasn't dissolved, that's quite sweet. But I enjoy blackcurrant. I know American viewers, because of, I can't remember what the bugs were, but or the blight was, but blackcurrant is not a flavor that you guys are familiar with. Whereas we in Canada and most Europeans are quite, it's quite common. Let's try our blueberry energy bar. Just nutritional details there. Bit of, nope, that's kind of some sort of flakes in it. So whether that's bran or, I'm not sure. Texture is not bad. It's kind of like a First Strike that's nice and fresh without the rice puff bits in it. Yeah, it's pretty good. I've done some Arifo cakes before. I don't think I'm going to do the cake. The not going to bother is obviously got lots of brews. We're not going to do those. Chocolate you've seen before. The Arifo ones, the cereal bars. I've done tons of British and other rations that have that. Isotonic orange. I've already got a beverage, so I don't need that. Cocoa, we know what cocoa looks like. And the gums, I probably won't try just because I've done them before. This is more kind of trying to showcase the Swedish stuff. I think this may have had enough time. Oh. And again, we go back to stodgy. Wow. So, hopefully this rice concoction is a little better than the breakfast one, which I'm still kind of like, I don't know. Kind of weird. But you can definitely smell asparagus in here. That may be a divider as far as tastes. That's pretty good. You can definitely tell the asparagus has been like blended. It's not super stringy as asparagus can be, but you can tell there's a bit of fiber in there from the asparagus. So that's pretty solid, honestly. Depending on the gene, whether you have it or not, after eating this, there's a certain function that you perform on a daily that may or may not smell worse because of the asparagus. It's genetics. Don't blame me. Try our Polder milk coffee. Yep, it's good. It's a little sour, but again, I may stretch that to 6 ounces. So, yeah. Swedish, 24 hour. I have the candies. And again, the not used pile. But everything else is going to be like lunch bait or... it's so rancid, I won't eat it. So let's deal with that. Be right back. Yeah, about that. So apparently I forgot to weigh the whole meal. Welcome to my channel. Oh my. Anyway, so this is a nice wet... Wow, just, oh, that just smells like alcohol. So let's weigh what we still have. That's the easiest way to do this, probably. Tear that. And again, nut cream, 3 gums, coffees, wet wipes, cereal bar, chocolate, drink powder, cocoa, orange cake, there are 2 little mints, 295 grams, of course less the packaging, but that's what we did not use. like I said, folks, it's always like the first time, isn't it? Ugh. What we do have for garbage is probably going to be problematic at best. You can't really see it. It shows 125 grams on the scale, or about 4.3 ounces. So about 4.5 ounces. But that doesn't include everything else. Just because I'm curious, and I may not even. That's mint. At least it's peppermint. And this one, and I'll have to enjoy these later. That is definitely black licorice. Mint boiled sweet. Black licorice boiled sweet. I love that blackcurrant stuff. Again, we have our coffee. I don't do product placement here, obviously. You may have gotten a hint of it earlier. I can't imagine what this might be. But to our new NATO partners, Skål. I'm Bourbon Street Joe. And a moat.